season with a good Monday night battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone.
Jakeem Grant on return. The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What a matchup we have here in the AFC North on this All Hallows Eve, otherwise known, of course, as Halloween. Kids probably shuffling home right now from trick-or-treating, all hopped up on sugar and ready to drive their parents crazy as these two old rivals get together here on this final day of October in a game that's been highly anticipated.
Throwing on third down, Watson.
And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's fourth down.
On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
On one, ready? 12. Start!
A first carry for the rookie from Georgia. It's James Cook.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Now on second and 13.
Burrow. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Able to convert on third and 14. A terrific play call.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 10 more there and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and he's got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Call that a very strong gain of 24. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Andy Isabella, his second touchdown on the season.
And the Bengals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Watson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Logan Wilson
drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We're up and talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Burrow's throw complete here to Waller. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he gets it down to the 32. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Burrow will throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That ball complete to Isabella.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
On 1, ready?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line.
On 1, ready?
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Here's Burrow.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
The 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Isabella now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here we go.
Second down and 7.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow dancing to his left.
That is caught downfield. It's Waller.
And out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 35.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Here we go, here we go.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
11.
Now it's Burrow. He'll dump this off to Cook.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 38, Burrow. Right back to Cook for another completion.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Touchdown! Darren Waller, 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Bengals have moved out in front. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
From the 24, Watson.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken right around the 44. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
At the 48-yard line.
Here we go. 1190. 1190.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Trey Hendrickson able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving him up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. After the sack on first down, Burrow. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
On one, ready?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Off the play fake, here's Burrow.
Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Jamar Chase,
25 yards for the touchdown.
and the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns.
Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side.
And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
A big play that time for Cleveland. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Watson.
Right back to Njoku. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another try after the first down sack. Watson.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Here's Watson. steps away to his left. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
York able to send this one through.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
To try again after the sack.
Burrow, open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. Finding room at midfield. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
On one, ready?
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
11 MT, tight. 11 MT, tight.
Burrow looking to pass.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by John Johnson.
And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 33.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing.
That's caught inside the 20. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From the red zone now, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. There he goes left side. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
And now both of these defenses have something to brag about following this one, each with a pick 6 today.
They are even there, but we still have to decide a winner, don't we, partner? And what they really want to brag about after this one is getting that W. The turnovers are great. Can they make plays now that tilt the balance in their favor?
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, Watson. He's going to take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Watson.
Got a man, and Schwartz complete. On the move past the 40. And he'll be taken out of bounds all the way down near the 35-yard line.
A big play that time on the catch and run. And even 40 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
The final shot before the break, Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On 2nd and 9. Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. They go play action with Burrow. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little.
On one, ready?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And they go play action now. Burrow. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. So now in comes the Browns offense as they'll try for 2 more. After the interception, here's Watson. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
11-90.
They start the drive with Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's complete to his tight end, Waller.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Able to find Isabella. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And out of bounds right around the 20. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Look, that went in, and it made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape for a 1st and goal.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
11 empty.
Again, it's Cook. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
James Cook, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year,
as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cleveland offense ready to go. On 1st down, Watson.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
So he stopped for no gain, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A first down carry by Elliott.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And he's got Ezekiel Elliott.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Elliott going to get it again on second down.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Here's Watson.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week, he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw again on second down, Watson.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. And that's now a half-dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games, or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again. They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
11.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Now the ball comes loose, and this is picked up by the Browns. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Watson. He's going to try and go deep again. Touchdown, Browns!
So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
On 1, right?
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got the 2-score lead. It looked low. They fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the fourth, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time. How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the 3rd sack of the game for them.
In around the sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Burrow on play action. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Down inside the 10, and they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Burrow now off the bootleg.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
On 2.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Cook will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
On 1, ready?
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Burrow.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase
With touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Bengals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Graham, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On 4th down, Watson.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Anthony Schwartz
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
On 2, ready?
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Left side, Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Burrow looking to pass. His throw incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, old momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, Burrow. It's complete to Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now Burrow on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Trey Hendrickson able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
On one, ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase from 13 yards out. And the Bengals are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this fourth quarter advantage. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The return from his end zone is Grant. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. On first down, it's Watson. And he'll get this one to Cooper complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good pickup there, 20 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now it's Watson. Looking for, and now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Bengals grab it. On the move past the 40. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
You've had to put up with.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. To throw again on second down. Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Watson. Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
From the gun, here's Watson. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
So now it's third and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Here's Watson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
They'll run it with Elliott. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to win this football game. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20.
60 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Big run here in the 4th as they continue to wear down this defense.
And that's when the offensive line coach clicks onto the headset and says, head coach, offense coordinator, let my guys fire out and hit people.